Today is going to be a good one. We have something a little bit different. The Ohlins DFV front and rear complete coilovers. And also I have some hoses that have arrived, and these will be going on the car as well. But the video today will be mainly about the Ohlins coilovers, and I'm going to also do something slightly different. I'll be assembling them and going through the instructions and explaining how to do it. So I bought the coilover kit from Right Hand Drive Japan, and there's various different options on their website. You have springless ones for the DFV, and there's two options for the springless ones, one with rubber bushes upper mounting and one with the pillow ball upper mounting. The other two options are the ones with springs, and one is pillow ball and the other one is with the rubber upper mounting. So I went with the rubber upper mounting version because I think it's going to be a little bit better for the street, less noisy, a little bit less harsh. The car I'm going to do some track days and roll racing, but it's mainly going to be a highway street car that I'm going to take to shows. So I don't have my camera assistant with me today, so I'll be opening these boxes one-handed. Right, let's see what's inside. These are the rear. Okay, a little bit of packaging there. I need to see what that is. This one. Okay, I need to see what that is. Is it instructions or something? Okay. So the instructions in Japanese. I think I'll have to download the instructions from the Ohlins website, which is easy. You can download it and there's a PDF on the website. Yep. The strut, the spring, the other spring, okay, that's the rears done. Now I'm going to do the fronts. So after I open these, I'm just going to lay them all out on the table and put all the parts on the table and organize it nicely. But just for this unboxing, I'm just going to quickly show this video just to show you what's inside the box. Again, instructions, the springs, the boots, and the struts. And there is a whole host of parts, spacers here, which I'll go through when I set it out on the table. So, all right, that's excellent. So here we have the coilovers, the Ohlins DFV. Here we have the rears, and here we have the front. These come, as mentioned, disassembled, and you have to assemble them. So we have the strut, the spring, the boot, and the top hat. Same applies to the rears. Also, these are the ones with the rubber top mounts. I've gone for these for smoother road driving. You can get the ones with the pillar ball top mounts, and the assembly for both is slightly different, because in the pillar ball top mounts you need to assemble some of the components in the top bit here, but here this rubber top mount, it's quite straightforward, and I'll go through in a little bit more detail, because when I was assembling them I was checking online and I could find hardly any information. Obviously you have the instructions, and the instructions come online as well on the Ohlins website. These are the GTR BNR32, but the instructions are not on the website anymore. They have the 33 and 34 instructions, and I think it's quite similar, but there's a few key things to note when you're assembling these with the rubber top mount, and I'm going to go through those key things so it's easier for whoever's following or wants to watch or try to do it themselves. So let's talk about the springs. The springs for the front are the 47010-31 Now 100C I think denominates the load capacity. So these go on the front, obviously, because the front's heavier part of the car with the engine and everything. And then for the rears, it's the same number, 7010123-80C, and these go on the rears. So that's just to be clear. That's also mentioned in the instructions, but again, it's all in Japanese. So what else comes in the kit? You get the tools for adjusting, and then there's some washers which are already on, 8 sets of washers which are already on, the black ones which are this size, they're black, and here's one in place. I'll explain how it all goes together. Then you get detailed instruction, completed manual set, and again this is all in Japanese, but there's some key parts in here that are, you can, I mean, from the images you can figure it out. This particular one I'll go through in a bit of detail, because this talks about how much you can lower and the actual preload that you need to put on the shocks. This document also talks about the preload on the shocks, on the dimensions. So the coils come, and the length is 200 millimeters for both the front and the rears. Now the preload specified in the manual, the Ohlins manual, is to preload these so the length is 198 millimeters. So that's your preload. That's mentioned here. And that applies to the rubber top mounts and the pillar ball. So, but I've measured from the bottom of the rubber to the bottom of the spring, and these are all set at 198 millimeters. That's what I've understood, and that's what I've done. And this is where you manage your ride height, this dimension. So on the front and on the rear. And as per, again, the manufacturer's recommendations, this is supposed to be, one second. So in order to get these dimensions, I had to go online onto the Ohlins website, and this is supposed to be 36.6 millimeters and 44 millimeters, and that's the internal distance to set the standard road height. And also the standard road setting on these drops the height of from the standard GTR coils by 30 millimeters front and rear. Now, according to this document, because I use ChatGPT to translate, and drop the front a further 40 millimeters and the rears a further 25 millimeters. And the way you do that is, I think it's best to do it when it's on the car, is you unlock this, and then from the bottom up you reduce the distance. Same for the fronts. Okay, the assembly is quite straightforward. The black metal washers that come in the kit, first of all you slide on the boot, then you slide on the washer, then you slide on the top hat, then you slide on the other washer, then there's the locking bolt, and then there's the adjuster. So this is how it looks. Obviously we can't see the first one because it's under here. Then we slide that on. Obviously slide the spring on, the top hat, the washer, the locking nut, and then the adjustment. Just one thing to note. So this is the locking nut or bolt. Now this sits below the adjuster, but this has threads on it. So at the end of the day, you need to put an Allen key in this section here, So first of all, you have to put the suspension all the way to soft, and there's a black, very small hex which fits on the end here. So by adjusting this all the way down, it pushes it all the way down. Then what you need to do is get a 5mm Allen key, hold it in top, and then you can screw this all the way down. Otherwise, while you're turning this, if you don't do that, this whole long arm will keep rotating. So also, when setting the damper hardness, there are instructions in Japanese. At the moment, I've got it dialed all the way soft. Then the manufacturer's recommendations, I believe, are 11 for the front and 10 for the rear. So all you do is you click it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm just going to put, I've got all mine set on 12, just till I put them in and test them. But that's the top assembly and the hardness setting for the damper. So my coilovers were delivered with a pack of parts, and then we have these extra washers here, and these ones. These two go on the front strut mounts when you're putting it in the car act as a spacer, like so. Additional to the standard bolts that come on the car. So these will act as a spacer. These ones, I believe, were not part of the assembly for the struts with the rubber top mounts, and I think these may have been sent to me extra. And here's the spacer, not the extra ones, the spacers here. Okay. The thing that I need to mention is that the rubber boots that come set of 4 with the coilovers they're different in length. They're same length for the front and rear, but you have to do some trimming for the front ones. The rear ones I didn't trim, but you have to do some trimming. And I trimmed 52mm off of the boot, and this is for the front because otherwise it gets a bit scrunched up in there. You don't necessarily have to trim these, but I just followed the instructions. And that's it for the Ohlins DFV coilovers. Thank you very much.